Hello everyone, welcome back to Gent Watches, and today we are going to be watching Classroom of the Elite Episode 3. You know the funny thing about Classroom of the Elite? The titles are really long, because I think they titled them after famous quotes that they think apply to the episode, and that's great. Very clever and smart and stuff, but the titles are so long, like, when I'm uploading the videos, I think I have to shorten the titles so that they fit in my YouTube video title, because they're so long. Just name it like punch fight. The episode 2 punch fight, episode 3 beach episode, episode 4 cool boy, introducing cool boy. You know, I don't need you to put in this Socrates quote every time you have an episode. So anyway, Classroom of the Elite episode 3. Last time was fun. Last episode was great. I had a great time watching it. Apparently the entire class, if the whole class is doing well, they get pushed up to class C from class D, and class C gets pushed down to class D. So that sounds exciting to me, I would say, because that pits the classes against each other. It means the entire school is competitive, which sounds pretty cool. I wonder, is this what the show, because like now that I'm starting to get that side of it, I can see how there's a show here, but I also think there might still be more to it, but I'm not sure, because I haven't actually seen too many hints that there's more to it, you know? It actually straight up just might be classes going against each other in academics, which I am completely fine with because I am enjoying it so far. I just found it really interesting that they it feels like there should be something more happening, but I don't know. Anyway, let's get into episode 3 of Classroom of the Elite. Man is an only animal that makes bargains. No dog exchanges bones with another. An inquiry into the nature and causes of the wealth of nations. Classroom of the Elite. I think that's a typo. It says man is an only animal. Blah, 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 blah. It's either man is the only animal that makes bargains, or man is an animal that makes bargains. I think they mean the only animal. What's the title of the episode called? Man is an animal that makes bargains. So the title on Crunchyroll is fixed a little bit, but I think they mean man is the only animal that makes bargains. That's funny. Yeah! Woo!
You must have been sent from heaven to help us.
What exactly did you do?
Did he do something? I'm really enjoying this OP. 3 days before the test. Oh, we're jumping back. Okay.
I bet I know who will be first.
First in the grades? Yeah, I will be. Oh, okay. Don't point at my eye like that.
All right, that's enough.
What? Who are you?
Who dis?
Sam knows out of it. Look, Ichinose, there isn't even a fight to
Ichinose?
Pseudo's victimizing us. You don't rule me.
Sorry for all the drama, guys. Cool now.
She's patching things up.
Okay, guys, do your best to stay out of trouble. See ya.
Wow. Quite the active girl.
Damn it. There's no point in cramming for it now. I'll take my chance.
Sure there is. Sure there is. There absolutely is. I would cram for a test right up until I went into the classroom. Right up until.
Hey, Pseudo. Can we talk for a minute?
You suck at basketball.
Seriously okay with getting expelled from
Your
this?
crossover is garbage.
That way you won't get expelled and you can keep playing on the basketball team at this school.
You asked what Kiyotaka did, but you were doing stuff, Susanoo. Susanoo. Sorry. Susanoo's from Devil.
Let's go.
She's so excited. Like a dog.
Glassman, and don't think I didn't notice how hard you were struggling to eat that wild vegetable lunch combo. 10,000 points. It's as high as I'll go.
Taking a big risk here too. Get making a deal with me then.
Please reconsider.
Now use your charms.
I'm begging you to help us.
Money and charm. That's all you need.
10,000. 10,000. That's it.
10,000 and you can look at Kushida for a few more seconds.
Okay.
I can't ever thank you enough.
Aww.
Trading old test questions among students is nothing out of the ordinary at this school.
Maybe that's because they're just that, old questions. What if this year's exam isn't anything like the one?
That's what I was thinking.
The old test may not contain the exact same questions, but I'm willing to bet it'll still cover the same content.
You think so?
It's the same. Identical down to the letter.
Oh, that's great.
What? Really?
What does that mean about the midterm?
Yeah.
Ayano Koji, are you a lot smarter than you let on?
I'd say I'm more cunning than smart. I don't like to draw attention to myself
Yeah.
unnecessarily. And anyway, classmates trust you a little more than
Just
they
like
do me.
puppeteering things behind the scenes.
Okay then. If you're positive that's what you really want.
I appreciate it.
I like this relationship these two have got.
You and I have our own little secret, don't we?
But she's also mildly flirty with everyone, so...
Late for the day. Here you go, Koenji.
I beg your pardon, but I don't need to resort to such tactics. And I've got
Okay. I wonder where he was on the rankings.
Hey, Kushida. I know things like this might be beneath you, but I want you to have one too.
Can I ask you a question?
Thanks a million, Kushida.
Hey!
Forever in your
Let them talk! I'm curious. What was the question? Ah! Ooh?
Pseudo got a failing grade. Too bad.
Oh. Oh no.
Doesn't seem right.
Rules exist for a reason. Just get over it.
Man, having all the
It's over
answers
for
and
today.
still getting a
I'll be
39.
waiting for you in the faculty office after school.
Are we actually just gonna lose Pseudo?
Ayano Koji?
Sorry, gotta go to the restroom.
Is he gonna go talk to the teacher? What could he say? What could you possibly do to fix this situation?
Don't head back to class.
Yeah, I know. But I have a question.
I love his attitude.
Make it fast.
Right now in Japan, do you believe that our society is equal?
Our society is definitely not equal. Not in the least.
I'm inclined to agree with you.
So what do you want?
Sell me a point on that test. To add to Pseudo's score.
Oh. Wow.
You sure are an interesting kid. Do you
Along with what you told us on the first day.
That you can buy
To make
anything.
purchases, you will spend points, which are tracked using the school's computer system. At this school, you can buy absolutely anything on campus.
Yeah, she did say that.
Rules to work, they must be applied across the board.
Oh.
Midterm.
I see what you mean.
Ooh.
There's something to your little idea after all. That doesn't mean you can afford that.
I was
single.
thinking that.
It's quite a lot.
So give me a number.
Let me see.
I would
If
say
you can cough up 100,000 points right here and now, then we'll have an agreement.
I would say 50,000 to be fair.
Rules, Chabashida.
That's part of the rules too.
I'll help cover it.
Ooh, yes.
Punishment is an advantages to us keeping Pseudo around.
50k each.
Horikita.
From what I've seen, defectives can sometimes be fixed with only the slightest of alterations. At least in my experience.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see how that turns out. As your teacher, I sincerely hope that you succeed.
Surely, yeah. Surely she'd be rooting for them because that means she gets to move up as well,
Plus, she is
right?
gaining on us.
Don't you find it all boring?
I love her design. That girl's design is incredible.
Class A has 1,004 points. You knew Pseudo would get a borderline score on the English midterm, so you intentionally lowered your score.
Oh.
Very nice thing to do for someone you
Whoa.
find about him.
I told you I only did it to help us advance to Class A.
Yeah, okay.
Nice.
Telling yourself that.
Hey,
But what's she doing with that compass? Ouch. Horikita talked to the administration. Told them that it wasn't right to expel someone as they're struggling to learn. She said it's a process.
hey, wait a minute.
Throwing her under the bus or throwing her
Seen her speak so passionately
onto the
about
bus.
anything.
That's amazing, Horikita. You're a real hero.
Wow, making her popular
Idea about you all along.
against her will.
Believe it, all for you.
Kikyo, what's wrong?
Would you say that girls like Horikita are your type?
He's just my neighbor.
I see. Okay then.
You're my
I
type.
should head back to my
No,
room.
come back.
Well, good night.
Kiyotaka doesn't care. He doesn't care about this romance.
Thought the girls were on the higher floors.
Hmm? Just taking a
See
walk?
why I should be hiding, but
So you think you're better than me just because you're prettier? I hate your guts.
I thought this might be the case.
Just drop dead, Horikita. I hate you. I hate you. You stupid bitch.
Oh!
it's just me.
Oh, hey there, Kiyotaka.
I'm sorry. You left your phone in my room.
Did you hear me? I'll tell everyone in the entire school you attempted to rape me.
Jesus Christ.
You're wrong. I have the evidence to prove it. Your fingerprints and DNA in a very telling location. That's all the proof I need. I'm deadly serious.
What the hell?
I understand.
Hey,
Oh my god. He doesn't seem like a tattletale to me, so...
and I choose to believe you for the time being. All right then. Guess this means we have another secret.
Kushida. I don't understand. Who are you, really?
Nice. I think last time this ED had Kiyotaka here, and now it's got Kikyo. So I'm guessing they keep updating it based on this, and they have a different character holding it each time. Okay. You know, I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna say that I called anything, because I don't think I necessarily called anything. I think I did pick up on some of the hints that they were dropping, that there was more to Kikyo than meets the eye. I mean, just the fact that she's sort of in this D class in the first place made me feel like that, like her super sweet, super, you know, amazing demeanor there had to be something wrong with that, because it makes sense for Kiyotaka to be in this class because he's like purposefully bringing himself down, I suppose, like getting bad scores and stuff. It makes sense for Suzune to be in this class because of her whole attitude towards everything. But Kikyo always sort of stood out as a character that like is kind of too pure and successful for this class. So it makes sense if like part of the reason she's in this class is because she's not very pure at all. It's very sad because I really like Kikyo. But you know, I liked Kikyo for the reason that, like, you know, I'm just a man who likes a girl being cute. So as a character, this makes her a more interesting character. From a writing perspective, this is the better way to go. It's just, I just have to mourn the loss of a character that I really enjoyed. But you know, I sort of hope that we can see, like, sort of meet the real Kikyo that's like in the middle of those two extremes. If she has like the super polite version and then the super aggressive version, I hope we can get her to the point where she's just like halfway between, where she can just be like genuinely nice, you know, just, or genuinely tolerable to people. But yeah, like from, like, I think it was last episode where Suzune was like, what do you want? Like, I know you want something. You're not just as nice as you're acting. So what is it? And then I said in that reaction, like, well, what if she's right though? And I think in the first episode, I think I mentioned something. If I didn't, I was just thinking and forgot to say it out loud. But I think I mentioned something about how her whole like making friends with everyone thing is like, there's got to be like a reason behind that. That's not just like super cute and pure. It's not like Komi from Komi Can't Communicate, where it's like, I just want to make friends because I want friends. This sounds like I want to make friends because possibly because I can use them all then, maybe. Not sure. So I also love the fact that they introduced the idea of like you can buy anything. Like they said like you could buy anything before, but this time he actually bought test results, and I mean it was 100,000 points, so it's not cheap to buy 1 point, but it's really cool that they've set that as a thing that they can do. If you can buy anything just for the right price, that's awesome. I really like that. He probably, if I was Kiyotaka though, I wouldn't have shown my phone with the money on it when he did, because he was like, showed the phone, like he, you know, if this is the phone, he showed the phone and then said, let me buy it, and she saw how much money he had. So I think she purposefully was like 100,000 because she knew that was just out of his price range. And like, cause if she didn't do that, I think 50,000 is a fair amount to do for 1 point on a test, because basically you just don't want to make it like cheap enough that people can think that paying for it is like enough for not studying. But if you're buying a point on the test, like if they got 100,000 points at the start of the month, which is what they got at the start. So I assume to get to that point, they have to actually be really, really, really good students, like almost model students, to be able to get to 100,000 points again. You could use all of those 100,000 points to get 2 points on 1 test or 1 point on 2 tests. That's not enough very often to swing an entire test to anything. And so that's not a good investment. So 50,000 would be fine. 100,000, I definitely think she just marked that up because she saw that he only had like 60,000 or however much he had. I can't remember exactly. But I do think she marked that price up. Because 50,000 is still expensive, but I think that would have been like appropriately expensive to put him in his place and say like, well, if you want to spend most of your money, sure, 50,000. Because 50,000 is what? That's 500 bucks, right? I believe that's 500 bucks. So that's quite expensive. Anyway. Was there anything else I also wanted to talk about? I was gonna talk about how Pseudo failed even having the answers or whatever, but they did have a background conversation I heard in that thing where it's like, Pseudo, how'd you fail even though you had the answer? And he's like, shut up, I fell asleep on doing blah 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 blah. So they had some sort of like weird, well, not weird, but they had some sort of justification for it. I'm glad they put that tiny little conversation in there. We also saw at the start Ichinose. I don't think she's in their class. I think she's in a different class. It was kind of hard to tell, so forgive me if I'm wrong, but I don't think she's in class D. But she seems cool, like just a very active, positive person. But I feel like from the way that this episode has kind of established to like trust no one really, because Kikyo was, set up to be like the trustworthy person, and now we've definitely seen that she was not so much trustworthy, as she has been lying this entire time. I wonder how their dynamic's going to be going forward, because I really did like the Kiyotaka dynamic when she was, a pure little bean. Going forward, I'm really curious how it's going to be. I'm trying not to spoil myself, but I do see the thumbnail for the next episode is her like smiling and laughing, Kikyo smiling and laughing again. So she's probably just going to go back to her, the way that she's pretending to be, just because she'll still be in public. But anyway, that's about it for that episode. That was a great episode. I really liked it. I'm really liking the show. I like the setting. I like the stakes so far. Seem like very appropriate and solid, and the character works great. There's a lot of fan service, but I don't really mind, whatever. So that's about it for this video. Make sure to like the video if you did like it, and comment down below if you like the reaction, if you like the episode, if you have suggestions for the channel. All that stuff can go down in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. It will help you and it will help me. You'll get to know when new videos come out, and I'll help my channel grow and be able to make better videos because of it, so it'll help you again. So please make sure to do that. Thank you very much for watching this episode, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.